Hey everyone, I'm back. Today is day 6. I did not make a video of day 5, so I will discuss how my recovery went from PRK surgery on day 5 and so far with day 6. Today is Thursday, it's about noon. Um, so day 5, so if you watch the video from day 4, you'll know that I was pretty down about my vision. Things were not really improving very well. I woke up yesterday for day 5 and much better. The vision had improved a lot. A lot of that haziness was gone. It was right now just kind of a light haze. So, for example, if have worn glasses and you smear your glasses and you're looking through that, that's kind of what it looked like. Close-up vision yesterday was better. I was able to dial in my insulin pen by myself, and my wife confirmed the number, my correct dosage. And if you're wondering what my insulin pen looks like, this is my my long-acting insulin, and if you see, you get a good shot of that. The numbers on that guy are not very big, and they don't increment even equally with the higher dosages. But I was able to see the numbers on day 5 and also this morning on day 6, and my wife was there to confirm I had the right dosage for my long-acting insulin. The day went great for day 5. I felt like I probably could have driven if I wanted to. If I needed to go to the pharmacy or to the grocery store or whatever around town, I certainly could have done that safely. Had I needed to go somewhere where I had to read street signs and have directions and whatnot, I probably could not have done that. But yesterday was a much better day than what day 4 was. But reluctantly, I did have to take the day off from work. I didn't want to, but I did. So I just spent the day, taking some naps, laying around. I finished up an audiobook that I had written from the library. And that was about it. In terms of the light sensitivity, it comes and goes. Yesterday and today are pretty much the same. Some light sensitivity is there. Sometimes it's not. So last night before I went to the doctor, I was able to watch a little bit of TV without the sunglasses on, and didn't really have to squint and everything else with the light. So light sensitivity was very good. Same thing with today. So last night was my bandage contact removal. And that went great. I got to the doctor and they put some numbing drops in my eyes and were looking in my eyes and saw that there was no bandage contact in my right eye. Somewhere along the line it had fallen out, and I didn't notice it. I checked my sleeping visor. It wasn't stuck in there. My wife double checked it. It wasn't on my pillow or in my bed or anywhere. So somewhere along the way it fell out, and I never felt it. But it's still healing nicely. My right eye is probably better than my left eye. So they took the bandage contact out of my left eye and said things were healing up great. Made a follow-up appointment for 2 weeks. The doctor did give me the all clear to drive during the day if I felt comfortable with it. Which again today I could have. I probably could have driven into work, but because I go to work very early in the morning, it would have been dark, and I didn't really want to take that chance. So I'm working from home today, and I'll work from home tomorrow to finish off the week. And then Monday, I'm hoping the driving should be good to go, and I can drive into the office on Monday. The doctor did say that by the weekend I should be okay to drive at night. So everything is looking good so far from the doctor. From a vision standpoint, things still look slightly blurry and smudged. I'm still taking these on my lubricating drops. Put half this in one eye and the other half in the other eye. And after I do that, my vision is almost perfect for about 30 seconds. And then it gradually gets worse, and I'm using one of these pretty much every hour, every other hour. It depends on what I need to do for work. I just wrapped up a conference call and a WebEx on the computer screen, so I went through 2 of these within a 45-minute period just so I could see the computer screen fairly well. But again, vision today, dialing in my insulin was good. Checking my blood sugars, I could see the blood coming out of my finger, and I could see the end of the test strip, and I can connect the two. And then my meter tells me when it's got enough blood on there, and it gives me my reading. So that's going really well as far as managing my diabetes with this. So it's getting better every day, and the doctor said it's just going to continue to improve. So I think this is probably going to be my last video for this week through day 6 recovery. I'll probably do something over the weekend to kind of let you know just how my vision has changed over the next 3 days, and getting along. And my kids have activities and all this other kind of stuff that we're going to be going to. So I kind of let you know how the vision is progressing and managing my diabetes. If you're wondering what my blood sugars were doing during this whole recovery period, I really didn't stick to my strict diet that I've been following for quite a while as closely as I should have, and my blood sugars ran a little higher. Some mornings my fasting blood sugars were at 200, which normally they're around 80. But I can correct them. I've only had 1 low blood sugar in the middle of the night, and that I was easily able to even in the dark, check my blood sugars and get something to eat and whatever else. But right now it's going to be back onto the strict diet, back to the routine, and my blood sugar should stabilize. But they weren't super bad. I didn't have anything crazy high. I think the highest I had might have been 220, but that was also a couple hours after I'd eaten a high-carb dinner, which again is kind of unusual for me. Usually I'm very low-carb, high-protein, high-fat diet. But for the most part, my blood sugars have been running anywhere between 120, 130 to about 150, 180 for an average high. With the exception of a couple 200s here and there. But for the most part, the blood sugars have been managing okay, and just getting better now that I can get back to my routine. So if you look, this is my insulin pen for my fast-acting insulin. So if you can see on the dial there, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is in increments of 1, so 1 unit, and when you turn it, it clicks. So that way I know that whenever I'm turning this and I turn it, say 5 clicks, that's 5 units of insulin. So I know what I'm getting for that. So halfway through day 6, things are going good. The drops are great. I'm probably going to have to buy a bunch more of these. My doctor said to use, if I don't want to get these individual ones like this, I can get a bottle of them, which I'm going to do. Maybe get a couple bottles. That way I can have one for the car, one for work, one for home. And he says pretty much use those as I need to for the next month, or 2 months, or however long I need to, whenever my eyes feel dry or whatever, to keep using them. So I figure if I get a couple bottles, it'll last me for a while, I hope. But right now I'm going through these individual ones like crazy, especially at work, trying to see stuff. Maybe this weekend when I don't really need to see things that's that important to see, I won't go through so many of them. But day 6 is going really good. Through this whole process, no pain. I've had no pain in my eyes, with the exception of day 0, which was the day of the procedure. I did have that burning sensation, like having shampoo rubbed in my eyes all day long. That was the worst of it. And really with that one, I pretty much spent the entire day almost wincing because I would feel like my cheek muscles would like just kind of squeeze up and try to create tears and everything else to flush that out. Um, but that was the worst. When I asked a doctor about it, he said that was due to the type of laser that they use, and that was to be expected. Um, had nothing to do with healing or anything else. It was all due to the laser. That's what he said. I don't know if that's true or if that's BS or whatnot. Um, but it went away after, like I said, about 12 hours, 10, 12 hours, it went away. And after that, really no pain, really no discomfort from the bandage contacts like I was worried about. I don't really do well with contact lenses for long periods of time. But this one, again, no issues at all with it, having them in and sleeping with them in once they got the right size put in. Um, so again, an overall very, very good experience. And I'm looking forward to, every day the vision getting better and seeing better. And I'm hoping for that one day where I just get to wake up and everything is crystal clear and I can read the clock on the microwave from across the room and I can see down the hall at work and everything else. So I'm looking forward to it. So I'll post a weekend update on how the next 3 days or 4 days or whatever are going to go. And see how my vision has improved and see how many of these little guys I'm burning through for the next 4 days. And also let you know how my blood sugars are going and how I'm able to see my pens and everything else. So talk to you then.